Tonight's broadcast of Arca at Kansas for Relentless Racing League brought to you by Exiled Talesman, Ancient, and Simrap Market on SBRN. Here we go. Let's take it to Kansas. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Southern Broadcast Race Network. How's everybody doing today? We are set for some Kansas. Hope everyone's doing good. Right now, Tom Golker, man, he's going to be due for a win soon, I hope. Top of the board, excluding Bobby Rafferty. Got Nathan Eastep putting down some good laps. We'll be joined with Justin Atkinson, hopefully tonight. I'm going to see if he still wants to do something. Although I do not see him in Discord. So we'll send him a DM real quick before we get started just to see if we can get him in here. To do that. Good night. All right, we're gonna see if we can get Justin Atkinson in here. Because we were talking to him earlier, and he said that he'd like to talk us through a lap. And it's qualifying, so we're going to see if he can do that for us tonight. Got Joe Null back hanging around. Got Bobby Rafferty on pit road. I wonder if he'll be running tonight. Gonna take a look at the chat. No chats yet, but feel free. We'll read them throughout the night. So, Kansas, I would say, is still a high side dominant track. You can get away with the bottom, at least in the beginning of the run. But once you get into the long run, the bottom really starts to fall away and really becomes high side dominant. High side becomes the only thing that's really viable. So track position early is what we're going to want today. Got Dobbs coming out. He's going to do one more hot lap before practice ends. All right. Practice is over. Who do we sit with tonight? on the qualifying. Well, whoever will come out first. All right. Time for qualifying. Let's go. No one's on track. Um, for some reason, I can't see qualifying right now. Oh, I signed up. Did I? Yeah, I did. All right. Well, we'll take a commercial break. We're gonna miss qualifying, so we'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. Time for the starting lineup. 65 laps tonight. Here we go. Here is the starting lineup. Mark Parkhurst and Alan Dobbs will roll off on the front row. Good qualifying lap for Parkhurst. And track position, very important tonight, but he'll be looking to get a good run off the bottom, hopefully, and get that taken care of. Next is going to be Justin Miller and DJ Trout, William Peters and Michael Giberson, Alyssa Pelletier Sharp, John Dalmater, Leandro Vanini, Brian Marshall, Nathan Eastep, and Mitchell Connolly. The rest are going to be Golker, Poznanski, Atkinson, Brown, Nallback, Treat, Santiago, Haig, Pixton, Wilkerson, Tripp, Heiner, O'Neill, Stevens, Conley Jr., Chappell, Pixton, Dupius. Then it's going to be an assortment of admins and some other guys. Looks like Rafferty, Bucher, Forns, Trim, and Chase Harden. One-and-a-half-mile race tonight. Typically, we see around 30 laps of fuel be used in that kind of style. So, quick caution comes out. You could probably do it on one stop. Hopefully, we will not have a lot of cautions. 33 cars will start the race tonight. The only two not starting is Harden and Rafferty. Getting to about the halfway point of the season, and we're hitting the first off week next week, so that should be exciting. Pace car is off.
Green flag, green flag.
And green away. Oh. Big wreck on the start and no caution. We will stay green. What happened here? Wonder if we have a better angle. Yeah, just the stack up and then yeah, I'll just go around. Ay. Alright, well, that being said, Mark Parkhurst will immediately go to the lead. The sun will be setting, so track will be cooling off later tonight. And typically what you'll see here at Kansas They're going to start running bottom, but as the run goes on, the top is going to become more and more prevalent. Typically after, I'd say, about 15 laps is when you'll see everybody migrate to the top. Kyle Trim right now, highest mover already through 3 laps, up 7 spots, gained a lot of spots through that accident, and even got a little bit of damage himself. A lot of people are up 4. That would be Mark and Santiago and Pelletier Sharp. Parkhurst under threat from the 93. And Trout will take the spot, but Parkhurst's going to go right down to the bottom. Now, you'll be able to see this kind of racing here where you're able to get a real good run off the bottom, but you won't be able to get that run in about 15 laps or so. Probably even less than that, probably about 5. So you got to be careful. Try to get what you can now, because it's going to be even harder later on. Parkhurst is going to go for second, the 96. John Delmotter going to be on the bottom, under the 71. Tom Gulker thought he would have had a better qualifying. He's stuck in the middle right now in 11th place. Larry Conley down pit road. And Tom, he's definitely one of the more improved guys this season. He's been looking real strong, and I think he has a win in that 18 car. Just a matter of time. He hit the apron a bit and slid up. Giberson falling off a bit from his good starting spot, down to 10th. Now, Alan Dobbs, down 3 on the restart, but he's kind of one of those guys who he lays back a little bit more. He'll get you. He'll be running back there, and then all of a sudden he'll be right at your bumper. He's a pain in the butt to deal with, I'll tell you what, especially on the long run. You can see a little bit more high side running now. Pelletier Sharp gets the lead. Parker's still trying to make it work on the bottom. I don't know if it's going to work, though. Seems like, yeah, the bottom is starting to fall away a little bit now. And, Sharp's going to have to run off of the high side now. And I think the bottom is starting to fall off. Seeing what's going on with Parkhurst. Now getting passed by the 93, and is pretty much on a freight train right now with 5 cars to his outside. Ooh, that's a good setup by a 93 to get around the 71. Got to be defensive if you're the 71, because you don't want to let the 93 get to your outside. If you let the 93 get to your outside, he puts you down there. He can make life tough for you. Parker's fighting a bit back though on the bottom. but just can't shake the 93. Ooh, good drive in. He's going to have to sacrifice a little bit, but yeah, he's got it good. Control in getting by the 93. And the 93 is going to get to third. Yes, he will. And it's going to be Dobbs and Del Mater. Now, I think this is perfect for Dobbs. This is what Dobbs wants to see, at least. You know, you have a bunch of guys in a straight line, you know, nothing really going on too much. He can just chill out, go, 50%. Dobbs on the bottom, really going for it. Now, Dobbs can probably maybe, I saw the way he was driving, he can maybe try the inside, like maybe 1 or 2 laps longer than these others up here.
The yellow flag
And
is
caution
out.
is out. That's going to be Mitchell Conley. Ooh. Comes up into the Orca brake car and across Jesse's nose. What am I calling him Jesse? He's Justin. All right. First caution of the day. And everybody's going to be coming down pit road, I would think. You can make it here on one stop, but also, what, you got maybe, if you're lucky, 15 laps of fuel left. Probably not a good idea to gamble. If you're in the rear, maybe it's a good idea to gamble. If you're really far in the back, maybe try for some track position. We'll see what happens. Parkhurst is blinking too, so that's not good. So everybody comes down pit road this time. Not the best advantage for the first place car, but there is a little bit of a one. Easy in, easy out. Parker, Dobbs, Trout, Miller, Estep. The top 5. We'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. All right, 1 to green this time by. Got one card taking the wave around, and Parkhurst will take the inside line. Let's take a peek at the chats, see what's going on. Let's see, we got Justin in the chat, we got Jeremy in the chat, having an old friendly reunion. How's Poznanski, Santiago, and East Step doing? That's a good question. I know East Step was hanging in around 5th. Yeah, that's where he still is. 5th is East Step, 9th is Santiago, 27th is Scott Poznanski. Also got in the chat, go Philip, and go the 28. All right. Philip is in 14th, and the 28
Green flag, green
is
flag.
in 22nd. Green flag. Alan Dobbs gonna have the chance to get to the front. See the first of the front. That oh yeah, easy. Gonna just throw it in there and not even give him a shot to defend. But Alan Dobbs is the leader. Shout to Leandro. We don't see him up here all that often. He's having a good day. Top 10. Running with one of his fans, Michael Giberson, right to his outside. He's on board for a lap with Leandro. How about that? I've never gotten a chance to interview him. I'd like to one day. So, Leandro, if you're listening, or if one of your friends is listening, I want to interview you. So, yeah. Maybe under next caution we can do that. Peters under Santiago. Gonna be in the FRC sandwich. Gotten a lot more straightened out than it was earlier. It was a lot more jumbled up last run. Tom Golker still on his march. Now going for 9th under Michael. Right now, highest mover is actually Angel Santiago, up 13 today. And oh! He just got his cage rattled there by the 86, and oh man, that was interesting. Good save though. Typically when you get in the rear of these cars, they nearly will get loose. I think the 86 probably forgot that you cannot bump draft these cars. It just does not work. What the heck? Where's Leandro falling? Santiago now going to try bottom under the 86. Looks like he got took out of his groove a little bit. When that happens, when you get your cage rattled like that, yeah, sometimes you'll screw up your focus. Cade Stevens and there's Scott. All right, I gotta say that's a cool looking paint scheme though, from the 39 Cade Stevens. I like that. Oh god. Attempt for the pass for the lead. Oh man, no! There it goes. Trout into the wall. No caution flag. Oh my goodness. Dobbs just hit the wall, and I mean, there's nothing really Dobbs can do about that. Yeah. I mean, the crash is on Dobbs for sure, but he hits the wall and it just sends it off his nose. I mean, there's nothing really you can do about that. Good John Nallback here. He's made his way to the top 10. And we'll be halfway in 2 laps. So, not counting caution laps, we're about 12 laps on this run. And you can probably go another, I'd say 20 or so. So the latest you could pit would probably be around maybe 52. If you want to split it, I'd say you're probably looking to pit around 42. Put another 10 laps on those tires and then run about 23 laps, maybe a little bit less, maybe 41 or 40 if you're trying to split it. If you're trying to go a little bit longer, maybe try to take it like 45 or 46, maybe 47. I don't think you'd really want to short pit though. I don't think there's much of an advantage. But I'd say the earliest that pit road will probably open for these guys would probably be around lap 40 to 41. If a caution was to come out, I'd say most likely they'd be able to make it from here. Parkhurst on the bottom of Dobbs. Even though Parkhurst may seem a little bit faster. When you're set on the high side like that, I mean, there's just almost nowhere you can go. Uh-oh, first pit stop down is Jacob Treat and Kyle Trim. Very early pit stop. This is going to put first pit stops at lap 36. I don't think this will really force any kind of reaction, though, out of them. And, well, Treat's still on pit road. 28's coming out. So Treat is stuck, so. I don't expect anything to happen just yet. Justin Miller in the third spot now. Haven't seen much of him today. He's been kind of hanging around, not being noticed. Mark is going to be coming down pit road. Looks like Chapel is 2. These 2 cars are 2 laps down and not doing Justin Miller any favors. All right, a couple more down pit road. It's going to be Gibb, going to be Brown, it's going to be Delmater, and it's going to be Stephen Chapel. Delmater, one of the first interesting guys, I'd say, coming down pit road. Let's see if anyone will react to John coming down pit road. Four tires on the United machine. And away is John. Now, as I was saying, I think for the leaders, I think this is where pit roads are really going to be starting to heat up. Oh, Dobbs! Into it with a lap car. And the lap car squeezing Miller. What is the 102 doing? Oh my goodness. Chris Pixton needs to be more aware of the situation. Brian Marshall down pit road, as well as CJ Pixon, Taylor Wilkerson, and Zach Bucher. Piner and Forns now down pit road. But the top guys still staying out there. Atkinson down pit road, Pelletier sharp, and there comes Mark. They're going to be down pit road. Still interesting to see that the top guys are yet to really bother to make a stop. Leandro coming down pit road, maybe. Nope, he's just blinking. Joe Novak is down pit road. And it's going to be interesting to see where everything will shuffle out. I mean, I don't think you have to be worried about any of these cars who have pitted already, taking away his spots. Here comes Parkhurst, here comes Peters, so I'd assume Dobbs is probably going to come in within the next 2 laps after this. Right now, Brown is the highest scoring driver with brand new tires. He is on 4-lap-old tires. Peters and Parkhurst come down. Dobbs will come in. Miller will stay out. And FRC is going to join him along with Tom Golker. Parkhurst out. Peters out. Justin Miller, now the leader. Yeah, any kind of tire advantage that you can get on Dobbs, well, it's one that you want to have. And Miller will come down pit road this time. And good entrance, too, for Justin Miller. That leaves only 4 cars on the lead lap. Coming out of pit road is Dobbs. Philip Brown, who wasn't even really paying attention to him, he's going to be taking over the top spot of pitted cars. However, he is going to be on about 6-lap older tires, so what he'd like right now is not to hit the wall, but he would like a caution so he can come back in again. Yeah, sure, he'll lose a few spots, but he'll still be in a better spot than what he was. Thomas Haig down pit road, so there's only 3 that have not pitted. And like I said, they can go to about probably 52. So that would probably be about 13, 12 to go. So they can still run a couple more laps. So I'm not too concerned about them not making it. Let's go Peters from Haystein in the chat. Where's old Peters? Yeah, that's a good question. Where is Peters? There he is. 9th place. Should be in 5th once the cycle is complete. Joe Nallback. First car 1 lap down. Going to unlap himself from Shane O'Neill. And going to have 15 laps to go. Still staying out there. Alan Dobbs, by the way, did pass Philip Brown, not a surprise. But Alan Dobbs did come out ahead of Parkhurst. And, well, that's not what Parkhurst wanted. Because Dobbs was one of those later guys to pit too. So, yeah. He's in a position to easily walk away with this, as long as the caution does not come out. Shane O'Neill's had enough. He's down pit road. So is Leandro Bonini and Poznanski. So that should put Dobbs out in front after this lap. Final break. We'll be right back in 1 minute on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. So I must have missed it somewhere because Dobbs has damage and Parkhurst is going to the lead. He had a good lead when we went away, and he just fell off completely. I did not expect that to happen under commercial break. And, yeah, Parkhurst just flew around the 62. Even with worse tires, I just don't think Dobbs can do it at this point. He's fallen off, and he has damage. What a turn of events. So Dobbs should hopefully be able to hang on to the top 3 spot. But, oh, the 14 and 97 having a little bit of a rub. 3 wide down the front. 97 going to get it in front of his teammate. Miller going to go ahead down bottom. Now we're not clear. And now 3 wide with FRC. Nine laps to go. E-step now, making his way around Dobbs. Now let's look at the pit strategy. E-step has 2-lap newer tires, the 02. This gave him a fright there. That's what Parkhurst wants to see, though, the 55 and the 62 battling, because 55 does have better tires and is probably able to run him down and pass him. Now, goes on to the bottom of the 62, and it's going to be clear sailing to the leader. It'll be 7 to go. E-step with the 2-lap tire advantage.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution is out. CJ Pixton. Oh dear. 3 wide and comes down on the 40, takes 71 with him and takes a white car with him too. All right. Well, to pit or to not pit. We do have tire sets left over. The people that I would say are the least likely to pit would probably be Bonini, Poznanski, and O'Neill. I mean, it's very, very difficult because you're gonna be coming back with, green, white, checkered. I mean, at this point, yeah, I don't agree with the pit stop at this point. Just, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Not enough people are coming. In the rear, they're going to come down a lot more. Yeah, a few guys in the rear staying out now. Yeah, Leandro staying out. Pixton, Stevens. So Parkhurst is going to restart 14th. Disastrous turn of events for Mark Parkhurst. Alan Dobbs will be the leader, albeit with damage, so I thought his race was over. But William Peters and Tom Gulker in a position. I'll tell you what. Best case scenario that happens for Parkhurst and the pit people, I guess you could call them. You run almost a full lap. Caution comes out right before you take the white. Best case scenario. Hopefully by then you were able to rip the top or the bottom or wherever, gain a few spots, maybe get up to 8th or something. But should be at 2 to green this time by. Yeah, Gulker is looking strong. Should be, yeah, 2 to green this time by, so we'll be getting 1 next time by. A lot of guys up here have not gotten their first win in a long time. So Gulker does have the best tires. Dobbs has damage. Peters has a 2-lap disadvantage. Santiago has a 1-lap disadvantage. Nallback 3. Brown, Wilkerson, and Heiner, they're both 2 or worse. O'Neill and Bonini are the best, apart from the guys who pitted. However, they're still, I'd say, far enough back to where they're not really a threat. Well, if you're thinking tires, Gulker is the best shot. If you're thinking who has the better line, if Peters can stay even or even just get a good run off the corner and just get on either side of Dobbs, I think Peters could be the best because Dobbs is slow on the straightaway, has that damage. So we'll see what will happen. Only second caution a day, so I gotta say, good job, Arca drivers. You've done a good job so far. Let's finish it off cleanly and end off on a good day to end the week.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, green flag. And big stack up there. Yep, they're around. No caution, though. Looked like Parkhurst. Yeah, Parkhurst got shot in the middle. And bad restart on the 86. Tom Gulker now in the second. Gulker and the Orca brake car. I'll tell you what, fan favorite paint scheme. And he's going to have a chance to get his first win tonight. Dobbs has damage and he has better tires as well. Go to the bottom. White flag. He's going to slide him here. I don't even think he needs to slide him. He will. He's going to defend up high. Dobbs going to look low. And he has to defend from the slide job. Get a good run off of 4. And try to cross him over if he comes up on you. 86 to the bottom. Gulker has the lead for right now, and it is Tom Gulker. He will win at Kansas. First win in Relentless. Peters could have snuck it, but just wasn't able to. And Dobbs, valiant effort, but he'll come third today. I'd say this is going to be a good, popular win. Definitely one of the most improved drivers this season. Time to get that car doing some donuts. Tom Golka, winner at Kansas. All right. Time for interviews. We'll get Alan Dobbs first. Alan, how you doing? Oh, Alan, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Well, I thought that you were going to have it. I must have missed some damage that you picked up because I went to the commercial and you had a good lead. Where'd you pick up that damage?
Yeah, I had like 25 seconds from the racing incident up front, and then my screen froze coming out of four, picked up probably another 20, 25 seconds of damage from that. So I had a little bit too much aerial damage to really, um, keep pace. I was fine in the corners, but once we got on the straightaways, I was getting beat.
I mean, it was a valiant effort, though. You weren't going to make it easy on Gulker, even though you were at the disadvantage. How was it racing through that final stint?
I had a lot of fun, honestly. There was a couple little things that happened, but overall, I thought we had some really good racing up front and really good finish. Should have been pretty exciting to watch. I hope.
It was. Well, you've been a regular up here in the booth, talking with us. You've racked up top threes quite easily this season. What do you got for shoutouts?
Just my graphics guy, Nightfall Graphics. Shout out to Ancient World Gaming, XL Esports. All the guys that help put this on every week, and appreciate you for the broadcast.
All right. Well, enjoy your off week. We'll see you next week.
All righty, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night. All right. Who is going to be next? William Peters. How you doing?
Hey, good. How's it going?
Well, you were doing pretty good, I'd say. Um, had maybe a chance to take it at the end, but what happened on the restart?
It's tough with one screen to really get a good restart when you're first car on the outside. It's hard to judge, and you don't want to get that penalty. So not a very good restart, but was able to get the run, come to the checkered there to get by uh, on the inside and finish second. So it was good.
I mean, overall, good run for you tonight. I saw a few guys cheering for you in the chat. You were up there for a good portion of the race, fighting with everybody. I mean, how was it like racing tonight? Because it felt like the passing really died down once you got about 15 laps into a run.
Yeah, I think once it kind of spread out a little bit and some guys probably used up their tires a little early, it was easy to just get into a good pace, save a little tire and kind of stay up there. I think I was top 5 for most of the night until the green flag stops. They're little, over halfway, and was able to make it all back up after that. It was only my fourth race in the league, and I'm super happy to have been able to get, finally close out a race. I was running second at North Wilkesboro and spun coming to the checkers out of 4. And then was able to get fourth at the road course at Indy. And then last week, I got caught up in that horrific restart that we had, I think, after the first caution of the race, and that kind of took me out of it. But yeah, it's been awesome. Um, and glad I was finally able to finish one.
All right. Well, what do you got for shoutouts tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my family. They support me a lot in iRacing, putting up with me doing this so much. And of course, SVR got the best team in the league. Been getting awesome finishes lately. My teammate Tom, who got the victory tonight, and everybody at SVR, Exile Esports, and you guys for the broadcast, and the guys that put the league on. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, good job tonight. We will see you in 2 weeks. Enjoy the off week.
All right, you too. Thanks, man.
All right. I told you that this guy was due, especially with the improvement that we've seen as of recent. Tom Gulker, first win. How about it?
Yeah, thank you, Joe. I'm pretty happy right now. Really, I feel like I came out of nowhere tonight, so I even surprised myself. Um, really fun. I think I was being a little bit conservative, kind of bottom of the top 10 for most of the race. But the finish was really incredible. I have to thank Alan for racing clean, and also William, my teammate, but really everyone that I was racing around tonight. I thought it was really competitive and a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, where were you when the caution came out? That's my question.
Well, I restarted third. Honestly, I don't really remember
Because
where
I
I
know a
was
few guys
when the
pitted in
clock.
front.
Yeah, I stayed out, which proved to be advantageous for me. So I think I ended up in maybe fifth or seventh or something like that.
Yeah, you were fifth at the time, so yeah, maybe we weren't really expecting you. Because I mean, you were running a good position all race long, but just when it came down to the end, you got the pass on Alan Dobbs. Coming down the back straight. You thinking he's going to slide you coming down the back straightaway?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. Honestly, I was kind of surprised I was able to pull it off. But again, credit to him. He's obviously really fast, but he raced me clean, and I appreciate that.
All right. Well, you gave one of the fan favorite schemes the win tonight. Got your first win and locked into the playoffs with that as well. Um, you I'm very impressed with how you're doing this season. Definitely very improved from last. So, what do you got for shout outs?
Thank you. Shout outs, SVR, the guys there. It's like I said last week, still fairly new to iRacing, but it's kind of neat connecting with people who I've never met before. So that's been fun. But also the league and everything that goes into it with the admins and you as putting on the broadcast is impressive performance. But I look forward to it every week, and I'm just having a lot of fun.
All right. Well, good job tonight and enjoy your off week. We will see you at Indianapolis. So, get your train conductor hat on.
Yeah, I will. Thank you, Joe. Take care.
All right. Have a good night. Yeah, all jokes aside, yeah, Indy, tough track to pass on, but at least they're not on the road course anymore in real life. Should be an entertaining race. Hopefully they'll put on an entertaining race with all the series that are going to Indianapolis in 2 weeks' time. Congratulations to Tom Gulker. Here is the final uh, result. Gulker wins. Peters second. Dobbs third. Santiago fourth. Estep fifth. Nallback sixth. Wilkerson seventh. Eckison eighth. O'Neill ninth. Brown 10th. Bolonini is going to be 11th. Pelletier Sharp 12th. Conley 13th. Painter 14th. Delmatter 15th. Miller 16th. Stevens 17th. Poznanski 18th. Pixton 19th. Marshall 20th. 21st Haig. 22nd Parkhurst. 23rd Gibberson. 24th Trim. 25th Dupis. I cannot pronounce that name. Or Dupi. I don't know. We'll call him Mark. Canada Mark. Number 13. 26th, Larry Connolly. 27th, Tripp. 28th, Christopher Bixon. 29th, Treat. 30th, Matt Forens. 31st, Bucher. 32nd, Chapel. 33rd, Trout. All right. That's all for tonight. Enjoy your off week. We'll be back with Xfinity Racing in 2 weeks' time. They are also going to be at Indianapolis, so going to be going, I think, Indianapolis for every single series next time we see you. Yep. So enjoy Indy Week next season, or next season, next time. We'll see you on Monday. On what date would it be? It would be the 13th. All right. See you on Monday the 13th for Indianapolis with Jeremy, Tony, and Bobby. Good night, everybody. This is Southern Broadcast Race Network. We'll see you later. Goodbye.